Toucan Play That Game is proudly sponsored by NiceGameShop.com, the place to go for rare and unusual Asian games.
So this is the City of Kings. It is a cooperative adventure, fantasy themed, where you explore through the tiles, through the board, and you're going to get creatures, you're going to get quests, you're going to get all kinds of things that you can interact with. So for this demo, we're going to start with one hope, which means that we only have a turn around the clock before we die, unless we complete our objective in that time. We're going to start with 3 morale. This is the amount of lives we have, which means that collectively, if we die 3 times, we lose. We start with 0 XP. XP is gained by killing creatures and by doing quests. So when we get XP, we start going up the XP track, and at some points we're going to level up. Leveling up, if we get on this little green cube, we're going to get 1 stat on your character sheets. So for now, these are our base stats as you see it. You're going to start with 4 health, which is the amount of damage you can take. You're going to have 1 attack, the amount of damage you can deal. You're going to have 1 heal, which is by how much you can heal yourself or another character in range. You have a range of 1, which means that you can heal across 1 tile. You have the movement of 2, lower 2. I'm going to explain how we level up this, which means that you can move 2 tiles. You can move like horizontally and then vertically. You can move around corners, but you can't move diagonally. This is the only sort of movement around corners as well. So in terms of range for creatures, range for healing, it will have to be straight lines. Once we get down, I was going to clarify, make sure that we keep up with this. We're going to start with 0 luck. So luck, for you boys who love to roll dice, we give you the option to. So basically you have these little yellow dice that allow you to do 1 damage, 2 damage, or 50% more damage. This adds up to your attack stat already. It's the same thing for healing. So you can use this dice, roll this dice to increase your healing and increase your attack. You also have your worker stats. I'm just going to do a pause because I know this lady earlier had expressed some interest in playing the game. We're just getting started with the demo. So would you like to join? Would that be okay for you guys? Because I'm just going through. So do you want to watch it? Do you want to play it? Yeah? You can take over from me, and that way I can do the proper just watching and make sure that I'm watching everything that you guys are doing. Just judging from the distance. So as I was saying, the idea is just to explore, and then the different things will give you different things, and I'm going to explain when I get there. You have 4 health to begin with, you have 1 attack, 1 healing yourself or another character in range. This is your range, 1 tile across. Your movement, you can move 2 tiles, and luck for 0. If you increase your luck, you start to roll bonus dice. So yeah. Oh, this was so fast. I should have just started saying it like this. Then you have your worker. Your worker also works as a character. It's going to be within your 10 actions that you can use. You can use for your worker. You're going to start with 1 movement, which means that you can move across 1 tile. You're going to start with 1 gather, 1 scavenge, which means that you're going to roll 1 black dice for the gather and 1 white dice for the scavenge. There will be specific locations. So gather will be in resource locations. You roll to get from 1 to 3 of a specific resource that you get on that tile. Scavenge is all enemy tiles where the creature is no longer there. Your workers can work there. If there is...
Just confirm, are these the workers?
No, those are not the workers. So this is the worker, this little guy that kind of stays underneath. So you can see that is the 1. This is your worker 1. Once you get 1 of your worker stats to 4, you unlock your 2nd worker in the 5th action. So to begin with, we're going to have 4 actions. These are your actions down here. You then place the action on what you're going to do. Okay. You start with 1 movement for your hero and 2 movements for your worker. So this means that your hero can move 2 tiles, but it has to be consecutive. You can't do you can't stop and do something else in between. You do the movement or 2. Or if you prefer, you can just move 1 tile. It's just like your maximum that you have to move to for now is 2. Explore, you can explore twice in your turn. You can attack and heal. So you can either attack twice, you can heal twice, and you can heal yourself and another character, or you can heal yourself twice or another character twice. Or you can decide to attack and heal, so you do the combo that you want. You also have a special. So special activates some skills on your skill tree. For this demo, we don't really go up too much to actually get to use it much, but once we might get some skill discs. And once we get there, I'm going to explain how we place them. So actually, those 2 should be off the board. yeah, once we get it, and you also get you get these to place on your skill tree and to just go up. You get them also from leveling up. So when you get these little brown planks is when we start getting skills from the skill tree. When we get that, I'll explain it. You also have the interact options. There will be some tiles that you will be able to interact with, and they'll give you bonus stuff. So again, when we get that, I'm going to explain that you can use it. Work, the same thing. You got movement of one tile to begin with. You can explore and you can work. Work is gather and scavenge on those locations. So that's basically it. I think this should be enough information for you guys to get started, unless you have any immediate questions.
Is this a campaign game, or is it you level up in one play?
So you will level up as you gain XP.
Yeah.
So you just go up. So I'm not sure about.
So is everything in one set game? There's no like next session you keep the skills?
Oh no. So it's not legacy.
Okay,
but
okay.
different stories and the different scenarios will get you started with different things. So there might be a story that says you start on level 6 and then you just increase all of those stats.
Yeah.
So even though it's not legacy, the story will be kind of continuous, and you should be able to carry on. Even though it won't be exactly the same stats as you finish on the previous story or previous scenario, there should be some follow-up. So yeah, if you place your main characters and your worker 1 on the City of Kings tile, cool. Does anyone want to be player 1?
I want not to be. Yeah.
I can go first.
Okay, there we go, and then we'll go clockwise.
Okay, so first of all, well, you should explore with new tiles. So I think I'll start with my worker
Okay.
to get one of the closer tiles and explore it. So let's see what's under here.
And that is a trade district, so that's the caravan. So you just found the tile that will give you equipment, which is good. So these are the 3 foot. Oh, I love this one. Everyone laughs at that one. It's really good. It gives you healing powers. So once you find resources, you can buy these items and equip them on yourself, and they're going to give you these rewards. So some of them are quite a lot more powerful than others.
So this is the cost here in
That's the
resource.
cost, yes. So in that case, it will be 2 fish, and this will be 1 wood and 1 fish. And those are the rewards. It's healing. You can match the items into your player sheet, so you can see that this is movement for the worker, and this is scavenge, and that one is gather.
So when you gain those, you'd literally just move the cube up on that track.
You're going to equip them here just to know that you have them. So if at any point you decide that you want to swap the item, you're just going then to remove the stat pack and add the new ones. But yeah, it's the easiest way to track, so that you don't have to look at multiple places. You just then add them up and just focus on your main area.
Okay, and then I guess I'll push out my hero also to explore forwarding. So I'll go 1-2 because she has 2 movement, and explore here too.
And we got our first creature. So yeah, as I said, because I'm always far from the clock, I always forget about this. So you have, if you sit to your right side, you have your round summary, and it's always when I see the first creature, I'm like, oh, I forgot again. So the first thing that you should do is resolve the story. So we start by saying the story is this, and again, it'd be easy if you had the actual cards that you have to draw, because then it reminds you. So this is the point that we see if we have resolved the first objective. The first objective, as I said, is to kill a creature, find and kill a creature. So when we had started, we hadn't resolved it, but we were meant to move the time tracker as the first thing before we start with the player turn. Doesn't really affect anything at this point, but we are now getting closer to finishing our first objective, which is kill this guy. So the templates are all look the same. You basically just pick whichever you like the most. I gave you the little pink one because it's fun, but they are all similar. So this is what actually dictates the stats that the creature is going to have. So as you can see, it gives you a green ability. This is an easy ability, but the tile also gives you another one. So all the creature tiles are going to have that little bag there, and if there's a little green, pink, or white next to it, you just draw an extra ability from the bag of that color. So in this case, it's going to have 2 green abilities. So if you want to draw them,
So it just makes it harder?
yeah. So yeah, basically because this tile has one and some of them don't, is another extra ability.
That's a firebolt.
Yes.
And it has another firebolt. Or do I
Nice.
redraw?
So those ones, firebolts, they would be, yeah, so because they are the same, because some of them are cumulative and you end up getting it twice. This one, again, because it's a demo, we have less tokens, so you'd be way heavier and you'll have way more options if this was the final game. No, it actually, well, it's just that it wouldn't count. If you guys would prefer, just for the sake of like doing the demo and seeing how it goes, we can draw another one just to be different.
So
But you
Spanish.
wouldn't need to in the game, so you would just basically go on top.
Okay.
But okay. You just made it harder on yourselves. Will you draw my favorite thing that you could have drawn? So yeah, so I'm just going to explain this first because this is going to activate first. So we've now drawn the abilities. It's going to have a healing of 1, which means that after your round, because it's going to activate before your next turn, if you have done some damage to it but you haven't managed to kill it, it's going to heal himself by 1. He has an attack to the priority target by 1, and the priority target is the person in range that has the maximum health, the highest maximum health. If everyone has the same health, it starts with the person who spawned it, which was you, and it just goes in player 10 until you get the person that is in range. He has an attack everyone in range of 1, and he has a range of 2 tiles. Again, the range is in lines, so there's no shooting around corners. You also can't shoot the creature around corners, so it has to be straight lines. So if you put that there, he has a health of 6, so you can go there. And now this one's activating numerical order. So Firebolt will activate first. Firebolt is going to send a weak token, a weak fire token, into the tile of the priority target. Again, if there's no one in range, it won't do anything. Panic, it sends everyone that is in range around the map. So what you do is that you draw a little movement card, and I'm going to explain, like, I know there's a few lines when we get there, I'm going to explain how they work. And basically, it just can send you anywhere around the map. So you might like want to kill it, and you're trying really hard to kill it and stay in range, and then you are going to waste a few turns just getting back to the creatures. So yeah, so that one is spawned. Have you done all of your actions? So now we move on to the next player.
So it's got 6 health, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Okay,
if
that's-
all of us attacked it twice...
And how much damage do I do?
1.
Just 1. Okay, that's not very good.
Have to be a team effort every time.
Yeah, should I just, I might explore then and do the same moon explore. Just to see what there is. Oops.
You need to move on to the tile first, don't you?
Yeah, but I was going to flip it and then move.
Yeah.
So.
And that is a resource tile, so that is
Okay.
wood. So your workers can work that to get wood. Again, as you can see, there is one that you can buy with wood, so you can start working towards it. Something just falling. Okay.
I guess I should try and attack this thing, but it's just gonna do. I'm quite weak. Okay, maybe I'll just go here and explore this.
And another resource, so that one is
Okay.
fish now.
That's my turn, I think.
Okay, yeah. So your turn now.
Okay, so I'm gonna move and then attack. So that does 1 damage,
Damage, yeah. Now.
and then I'll attack again. And then I'll move my worker onto this tile here.
Teaching resources, you can get them to buy cards. Is that
Yeah, so it's basically your currency mainly.
Okay.
Some quests will also be like take 8 wood into the city and you get XP from it, for example. So, which in the end will also it will work towards developing your characters really.
Okay. Well, I guess I will move to help with the attack.
Just a reminder that you have a range of one, so you don't need to step on me.
Although he has a range of 2, so
True.
it's not going to make a lot of difference, I don't think. So yeah, and I will attack for. Does that just automatically do 1?
So, one.
And I guess I could attack again, and then he's nearly dead.
Out of 283?
And I'm gonna send my worker. This way sounds like it makes sense.
Cool. So
basically
this is first round done now, so we go back into the round summary. We haven't resolved the first objective, but the time tracker goes on into late morning. Right, so now before your turn, creature activates. So these 3 are in range. Now everyone has the same maximum health. You are in range, you are the one who activated it, so you make sure the priority target, which means that you take, oh actually before he heals himself by 1, so he goes in order, creature heals itself. Now he attacks you as a priority target for 1, and it takes everyone in range for another 1. So yourself included, yep. Now it's going to do firebolt into this tile, which means that all of you get an instant 1 damage that stays on the tile. Yeah. Now
And
you
that
all
fire
panic.
will only go out in the evening, right?
Yes, so that's the other thing. So at the moment, you will be a few rounds that the fire is going to stay there, but fire can go away once you go into one of the time zones that has that token. Right now we're on late morning, we're already there, so now you'll only go off when we get into evening. Until then, if you cross the tile, you'll take damage, so be careful. Right, so, oh, and you all panic, apart from Earthshaker, you're safe. So there you go. Oh, and I just revealed it, and I'll take one, and I'll try and explain to you. So, at least one of these movements should be valid. So you can see if any, so the invalid movements are ones that would take you off the board. Anything else is valid. So I drew one that I might as well explain to you individually. So this one would be a valid
Do you get
move.
to pick which one you do?
No, you do them in order. So you do one, if one would take you off the board, then you take 2. But you can't move through unexplored tiles, so you basically will get stuck. So if you go in order, this one would be a
So I
valid.
immediately get stuck.
Yeah, you get stuck, but you can go into it. You just can go past it. So this one now gets stuck there. You get stuck there,
Going the same way.
and you get stuck to the side.
That.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
so
yeah,
that's
up and then down. Yep. This one's going to our discard pile.
So is that then all resolved?
Yes. So, creature's done. Your
Okay.
turn.
Can I attack without exploring the tile, or must I first explore and then...
You can attack. Yeah.
That won't change much because it's still alive, so 2 attacks. Oh, maybe no. First explore just to make sure that maybe we'll find something bad in here.
Or we might find another creature.
Other reasons.
You're fine. Yeah. So that's a mine. So you'll be able to get resource from there.
Okay, and then 2 attacks on the creature. Drop it to 1,
Okay.
and almost finish it. And then... I guess I will move my caravan closer to resources.
Okay.
So, but that blocks me, so...
So that's the other thing. If you're on a tile that has a creature, your workers become prisoners. So even though it's very fun to just go and explore your work because they don't take damage, they will get stuck there. So yeah,
But orcas don't take damage, for example.
they don't
fire,
take
so-
damage. No.
But I can move into it, because if it will, you most likely will get killed by the storm.
So yeah, you can. Yeah, if you're very confident about it,
Yeah.
go for it.
Okay, so I will stuck it in there.
Okay.
Sorry, what are these cards?
Pardon? Oh, those ones. So those ones is to do with your skill tree.
Okay.
So they just go and fill up the middle ones.
Okay, I guess I'll go here, and then I've got one range, right? So I can
Yeah.
do so there's a move, and then 2 attacks.
You only
Actually,
need
only
one,
one.
actually.
Only one? Okay.
And it eyes, congratulations, because you've just completed objective 1, even though you don't resolve the story, because the story only resolves when we're at the end of the turn. So by then, I'm going to tell you what your second objective is. In the meanwhile, you can keep playing as normal. So yeah, but you do get the reward, the immediate reward. You get 1 XP, which means that you get your first level up, which means you can improve one of your stats.
Any stat?
Yes,
Okay.
including workout.
Wow. I will. Is that my turn? Jeez.
Range and move, basically you'll have to level up twice to get it higher. So you basically have a lower 1 range and the upper 1 range. So it just takes you a little longer to improve it.
So do we all get to do that?
You all do, yeah. So this is full-on co-op. Anything, everyone gets the rewards. The resources are all shared. You all have to talk between yourselves and decide who gets what.
This is the scavenge square, right?
So yeah, that's for scavenge.
So what's the difference between gather and scavenge again?
So gather is at resource locations. Basically, for example, here you're on a forest, you'd only get wood, and you roll 1 of this. So it means that you can get from 1 to 3 wood. You can also get bad things, which I'll explain when we get there. While scavenge is basically just going through the leftovers from the enemy camp, and you can get any of the resources. So basically, if you're struggling to find specific resource and you really need it, you can just kind of gamble and hope that you're going to get it. It's just, it gives you any of the
What does the
resources.
pot mean?
So part are the other things, which for this prototype will represent with these little diamonds here. When you get 3 of them and you bring them back into the city, you get to draw another equipment card. So it gives you just more options to choose from.
And if you raise your worker stats, does that? So if I put my gather up to 2, do I roll 2 dice? Yeah.
Yes. I'll also push the gather.
Okay, I'm going to up my gather as well.
Okay, cool.
I went for attack, so do the fighting.
Cool. So yeah, I can also take that away because the creature is now there. So let's take it out of there, and we can put those back in the bag. Cool. And whose turn were we on?
It's the middle of my turn. So
Okay,
I've
so you
still
can
got
carry on
stuff to
now.
do. Okay. I will. I've already moved.
Yeah.
So what is there? Do we need any wood? I suppose I can. You'd like these kind of pants. Yeah. Well, I can move and then get some fish. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
And work. Okay, so I roll 1 dice.
Yes. One of these. 2. Cool. So at this point, if you wanted to, you could start making your way back into the city and drop it in the barn. So in order to buy anything, you need to bring everything back into the city because, again, it's a shared resource pile. So once it's there, anyone can go into here or here, interact with the tile, and buy equipment. So again, this is an interact tile, and you'll have to interact as well.
So I can bring it there to buy it myself, or I can bring it back to share the
So
resource.
your worker has to go back and dunk the resources, and your character has to be the one going out and buying it. So basically, you'll have to move both of them into the city and then into a buying location.
Okay.
And what does the stand 8 for?
So those ones, we're not playing this game. I do have the tokens here. So they basically are little ways that you can mess up with the creatures when you're a worker. So right now we're kind of doing more of resource-based worker. But some of them are going to give you little things that I like traps. So traps is little things that workers can go and buy with resources, and they can drop in a tile where they think a creature will go to, and it just deals damage. You also have little boosters that kind of give you more attack or give you more healing from. So it's little ways that if you don't longer need equipment or anything, then you can start like targeting creatures sort of with your workers.
That's my turn.
Okay, so over to me. I guess I will explore where I am.
Yep. And that's good. Forest.
And my worker will work. So 2 dice, because I upped
have-
my gather.
yes,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Cool.
2.
There you go.
Uh,
So they go into your bag there, and then you have to, in order to use it, you have to make
Okay.
your way back into the city.
And then I will move my worker back into the city.
Okay, cool. And if you want to drop the wood, it's automatic. You don't need to interact, so you just drop it into the card. We can just use one as the tracker and put the other one back. So use that one as the tracker. We'll give you
Okay.
that one.
And then yeah, what to do indeed.
Well, we could heal up all because we all took
Oh,
damage.
that would be a good idea. Healing would be a good idea. Yeah, so heal 1.
Cool. That's good.
So, it looks like fish is going to be more rare than wood. So, I think I'm going to start moving my worker towards and do some work to get 2 fish.
No, you roll 2 dice.
It's okay. 2 dice with it. Oh no.
Okay, so good and bad. So I'll start with the good ones, which is there you go, you get 3 fish. And the bad is you gathered attention, which means a little worker was way too noisy and you start to get unwanted attention. So when you get 4 attention tokens on the tile, a creature spawns. So you're a fourth of the way there. Again, as I said, creatures get harder as we go, so be careful.
Okay, so that's then the end of round, isn't it?
The rest of my
Oh,
episode.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd used all yours.
So I'll heal
Right,
and
okay.
start moving my worker away, I think, since I made all that noise. I'll go back down to the wood, yeah.
So don't walk.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you done? Cool. So now, yeah, end of round. We have completed our first objectives. Congratulations, guys. And now I'm going to make things harder and say that your second objective will be find 2 creatures and kill them. Bearing in mind that creatures get harder. So, good luck. And yeah, so have we moved the time tracker? Now I move the time tracker.
So are these red ones just the harder tiles?
So yeah, so these red ones, as you can see, these ones has chance of giving an easy ability. Those ones will give you medium abilities, which are a bit harder.
Okay, so now it's just my turn.
Yes.
So I'll first heal up myself because I'm pretty low.
Yeah. Oh, I could say something that when you go into the city, but then again you have to waste a few turns just getting there.
Yeah.
Your health gets fully restored.
Yeah, I'll most likely not get here. That's all.
You'll be well for you to get there. Yes.
And then I will try and explore some more.
Cool.
Let's go and see what's in the corner here.
What is another creature? At this point, it's actually not a bad thing because you know that you need to kill it to beat. Well, this one, another one to beat the game. I'll use a different one. Which color do you guys want? I'll give you the choice of the pink again. What do you want? What's your favorite color?
Maybe yellow.
Yellow. There you go.
So it's bad here.
Yes. There you go. So that one will activate before your next turn. So this one, we're going to draw 2 easy abilities because this one doesn't give you any extra ones, so it's just 2, so you can draw 2.
So it's knockback 2
Cool.
and the firebolt again.
Cool. So you know how firebolt works. Yeah, then in order to knockback will activate before. I'll explain knockback in a second. So second creature is going to have a reflective 2. It means that doesn't matter how much you're attacking the creature for, it'll give you 2 damage back when you attack it. Yeah, everyone that makes that face is quite funny.
Is that even from range or?
Yeah, so when you attack it, it'll just because you're attacking. So no matter where you're attacking from, as long as you can attack it, it'll do a knockback back, a reflect back. I mean, it has an attack of 2 to the priority target. It has attack everyone of 1, and it has a range of 2 tiles. It also gives you 1 XP reward once you kill it. It has a health of 7. Put it on 7. That.
I really need that 1 heal because otherwise I will simply die.
Yeah. So yeah, now you guys will have to work out how you should win and how you should fight and who should heal who. So carrying on with the abilities for the creature, knockback. All it does is that it knocks you back 2 tiles when he attacks you. So you draw 1. So if the creature is here and you are here, you knock you back on that direction. If you're in the same tile as it, you're going to draw a movement card and you go in the direction that it tells you. So yeah,
So
that is
turn.
it.
Okay. So I will move here and attack twice. Oh wait, if I attack twice then I die.
Yep.
So I will attack once for 2.
Yep.
And
take 2 damage.
I've had people like sacrificing themselves. So everything counts as long as you don't lose morale full on to 0.
Okay, how does it damage work? It does 2 damage then in 2 range.
2 only to me because I'm
Only to
standing.
you. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, the other ones are still the.
1 to everyone in range.
So yeah, it'll be 1 to everyone in range, 2 to the priority target, and 2 reflect. Once you attack it, you just get it.
I'll just move my worker back to the city.
You
Can I
can
drop
only
these?
move once.
Can I do 2 moves?
Oh yeah.
Also remember that you can always heal yourself.
Oh yeah, because I've still got one. Okay, I'll move one line. That's a good reminder. I'll do that now.
Cool. Right, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm a bit far away to help much at the moment, but what I can do is move and interact to spend a wood to get this.
Little beautiful panties.
Yeah, but that increases my heal, which I have a feeling we're going to need right now. So nothing more of use. I could heal.
Did you interact? Yeah, you did interact.
Yeah, I did interact. So where is my worker right now? Oh, in the city.
Another one. I still need to find another creature to go
So
to.
gonna move
Well,
1 to there. And move to there. So, and that's me done.
cool.
Okay. And I was thinking I might move, heal you and myself, and attack, and then you're freed up to do more attacks. So I'll just move up. Here? Is there any danger in standing in an unexplored?
No, unless, well, when you explore it, you might get a creature, but just standing there is no problem.
Okay, we'll do that then. So I'll heal you for 1.
That you are in range of its attack. Don't forget.
I know, that's part of why I'm healing myself. And then attack it. Oh, I can't. And heal and attack.
Might as well get the workers somewhere.
Yeah. I'll move my worker and drop the picture. It's in the city.
Awesome. So now you have more stuff that you can possibly buy.
Are you able to trade items with other people?
You
So,
are.
for instance, can I buy this and then give it to someone else?
Yes, so still you have to equip it on yourself, but then if you go
Yeah.
into the same tile as another player, you can interact and swap it.
That's then the end of the round, isn't it? So we move that.
And the creature activates. So who's the priority target right now? Does everyone have the same maximum health? Cool, so it's going to be beautiful Valyria there. And
Oh, these bones can take a bit.
okay, so you're going to take 2 damage to begin with. And now everyone in range takes an extra 1. And now we're going to get the knockback. So, Brutius is going to stay there because this one is an Expo, so this is a knockback, how it happens. Urchicken gets knocked back too, so he gets into the city.
It's good, I wanted to see that anyway.
And Valyria is going to draw a little card and see which. So this one is impossible because it would take you off the board. This one isn't either. This one isn't either. This one is, but you get stuck here
Oh, yeah.
because it is unexplored. Cool? Yeah. So that's the creature done. You're 10.
Right. I'm a bit too much better to fight it. So, does the creature get to move somehow, or is it like just there?
So you would have to have the move ability. There are move abilities, there are teleport abilities which make the creature move around the board, but this one doesn't have it.
So, if I step here, I'll be safe from its attacks, right?
Yes.
So, I'll do that. Tactical retreat for later time. I will heal. Okay, so I will heal once for sure.
Yeah.
And if Telora could help me, it would save me in action. And in the meanwhile, I could get out my worker to get some. Do we need rocks? No, we need just more fish. And I cannot get the fish. So let's try and scavenge out the fish. So I'll take the scavenge. And I'll get some attention.
Attention!
Because what? How don't you get some attention in the caps? And I'll
And you get a
pot.
pot. Cool. So if you get 2 more, you'll be able to get another card revealed.
And that's it.
Okay, since I'm there, I've healed back up to full health,
Yes,
right?
yes, you do.
Great. Can I buy both things with the one fit?
If you guys agree that you should.
How many objections?
In the end, it's kind of like your.
Be there to buy?
No, you can be at the city as well to buy. So you'll need to use an interact
So
action.
you could buy and then
Yeah.
when attack is both items.
Maybe those two?
Do you not want the armor?
I thought about it, but I think maybe attack.
But they're both legs.
Are they both legs? I can't quite see.
legs. Sorry,
Yeah.
Okay, so well, I guess I'll take those two then.
Cool, awesome. So you're out of fish.
Legs means so the attack goes up 1.
Mm-hmm.
And this.
Then you can stack it on top. Yep, beautiful.
So how?
You improve all of those, yeah. So when we improve the health, your current one also goes up. So you can, yeah.
And even if it didn't, she was in the city, so it'd go to max, yeah?
Yes, that's it as well.
And then I'll move 1, 2,
Yeah.
and attack. So that damages it by 2.
Not free.
Oh yeah, 3. Oh yeah, great. And I suffer 2, right?
Yeah.
And I
you
might
could
as
do
well
it.
do it again. Yeah, to kill it.
Nice. Awesome. So you guys killed your second one. So 1 more. And you complete your second objective, and then I'll see if I want you guys to complete a third objective.
Okay, so
Yes.
I was hoping for something that'd take wood.
Also, does that mean that we cannot get ahead in arms for now?
So basically, and again, I can tell you straight away that for this demo we don't have the head and arms, just to make it a little bit more simplified. But you can see here, when you get to 5, you have the head, and when you get to 7, you get the swords. So these ones usually give you a little bit more powerful stats, and you'd have to level up quite a bit to be able to equip them. So you'd still be drawing them, but you wouldn't be able to equip them until you get one of these stats to 8 and 4 harms to 10.
Okay, so I think I've become the designated healer because of the panties.
Here would be going fine.
If you go through fire, you take damage. Well done. Which might be the way you want to go with it. Who knows?
I'll take the damage. It'll only do me 1 damage, won't it?
Yeah.
Then I will heal 2. And I will heal myself for 2. And then, where's my worker? There. My worker will explore. So we get fish. Okay.
Also, one thing, shouldn't we have gotten hope for doing the first objective?
Pardon?
Shouldn't we have gotten hope for doing the
Oh
first
yeah,
objective?
XP.
You gave
No,
XP
no, for the
hope.
first objective, hope.
No. So you don't gain hope. So basically, because the hope.
Is that just because of what we're playing? But in the main game, you will.
No, you won't. As far as I know, and I'm not 100% sure, but I know that initially we're kind of playing with regaining hope, and I don't think at the moment we do, because it basically messes up with trying to keep the game to the length it should be. Because if you gain hope, technically, you're gaining rounds. So there is no way, as far as I know, and I can maybe double check with Chris, Chris might know, is there any way to gain hope in the game?
For the story objectives.
Is that? So you can actually, is it like when you complete the final? Oh, that's true. I could just look here. No, yeah, you do. You do gain hope from completing chapters. Not all of them, though. So there is ways to gain hope then.
We should get
But
We
not for
should
this
have
one,
an
no.
XP,
But
yeah.
you should have gained an XP from that one, yes.
But that doesn't give us anything anyway.
Not for now. Get you closer.
Okay, so
That's me. Well, I will start by healing myself. Back to full health. Is there anything good on the others? Yeah, that's what I was planning to do. So, explore there.
Quests. So this is a new town. So quests always give you a reward, but it might have some kind of consequence from it. So we're going to draw the first one. This one is going to be a group quest. So does anyone want to read it? There you go.
So there's the Quartermaster's quest. Hi, I'm the apprentice to the Quartermaster, and I've just realised I've figured the books wrong. I'll catch it in the neck if I don't make up these numbers somehow. Will you help? So option A is to take 2 wood and 2 fish to the City of Kings, and we'll get a reward of 2. Is that? That's
XP, so you
oh,
need 2 XP.
And option B would be to take 1 wood and 5 fish to the City of Kings to get 2 XP and a stone. So I think we want to do the cheaper option, right? We have a way of getting stone on the map.
We do that
Somewhere?
one in the corner.
Yeah, so I don't think it's worth spending 1 million fish. So what?
So there's 2 options, right?
So that's just a thing that's
So you
going
basically-
on,
You
right?
have to make your choice now. And so you just decided that you're going
Yeah,
for option A?
option A.
So this is a group quest, so everyone can work towards getting it.
Where's my worker? My worker's in the City of Kings, so I'll move and get. I'll move my worker twice to
But
the
shouldn't
learning.
that be like interact action to get the quest?
Yes. God, I forgot about that. So yeah, this is the other location where you can interact. And yes, so we're getting second quest.
Oh.
Oh no, not to begin with. So once you unveil it, it gives you 1 automatically. Then you can decide to interact. Yes.
Okay, well I think we'll just leave it there for now, right? Because we want the other creature to find to do stuff with that. So I will start moving my worker towards. Oh, you're already on fish, and you put your gather up as well, didn't you? So we're actually.
But there are 2 items that cost fish, and we do need fish and wood for that. So maybe go somewhere to get some wood.
Yeah, okay. So I'll move up to there, and I'll work to get to wood. So if I could have the 2 wood.
You're rolling.
You're all.
I don't know why I always think. 3 and some
That's bad
noise.
again. So you get 3 wood, but you also get a little attention.
But we didn't have any there, so.
No,
it's
yeah,
not
that's
too-
fine.
Spreading it.
And to be fair, you do need to get another creature, so who knows? That might be the way to go. It's up to you guys. There'll be 4 attention, so yeah, you need 3 more.
So is that based on the number of players?
I don't think so, no. I think that always has to be 4. Again, don't quote me on that, but I can have a look to see and be sure.
Okay. Anyway, so that's the end of the round. So the fire goes out.
Now, as always.
And we don't have any monsters to resolve or anything, do we? No.
So, might as well try to find that one creature.
So by the way, this is your final round, so you
Yeah.
do need to get another one and kill
Is
it
this
this
round?
round.
Is this the round track?
So the round, well, yeah, the
Oh,
round
that's
track,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
When you
okay.
get to midnight,
That's
you
the end of
lose
the game?
hope. That's the end of the
Okay,
game
cool.
for this one in this case, because we started with
Yeah,
one
yeah,
hope.
yeah.
If we had more hope, we could afford to lose
Yeah.
more. So each time it gets here, you
Yeah.
lose hope.
So for example, if we had 2 hope, it means that we got here, and if you see that there's the attention token, then one of the attention tokens would be removed from the board. So basically, you guys will be all safe again, but we only have a round.
Okay, so I'll move up here.
Another quest.
Another quest. This one deck, right? The advance individual quest. The enemy are advancing. Their front line fall back. Fall back before we are overrun. All enemies move 1 tile south. Discard this card. Rewards 1.
Yeah. So because there is no enemies, this is basically a given XP. So because there's no creatures. If there had been one, they remove. So you just get 1 more, which means that you get 1 other stat. So you get to improve another stat from your character.
I'll go for the range.
So your range upgrades from lower 1 to upper 1. So this is the kind of. Were you already on upper 1? So
I
yeah,
started at,
it takes you
lower
2 stats.
Oh, okay. So when now?
Right, so what have people gone for? So there's attack there, and there's
Attack also.
attack
Heal.
and heal. That's good.
Okay.
Right, can carry on.
And so I cannot move with my hero anymore. And my caravan cannot get anywhere where I could explore, so might as well cause some sound. So moving it to somewhere where at least I can get more resources. Although I do have 2 actions, might as well try to sound as much ruckus in here. Although it would be the same dice. So 1 time a fish, and another time a pot.
Cool. There you go. So, I can tell you because you're so close from finishing, if you want to go a little bit crazy on let's just get a creature, that you have a higher chance of getting it. Well, actually not at this point. I can tell you actually that there are 4 creature tiles on the green area. So you can kind of work out from the it won't be hard to get.
So we've got a
another
2 in 3 chance of revealing one of the greens and getting a
We need to
monster.
get to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we need to kill it in one turn. I don't think that's going to manage.
one. On the orange area, you have 3 creatures as well, but those are harder.
I don't really have enough movement to get anywhere though, so the furthest I can get is there. My workers got. Actually, instead of I was going to drop off the fish, but
The walker could explore.
Yeah,
as they also
well-
get a better movement.
can I go back then, just to
Sure.
like see
Yeah,
my worker
yeah.
can go further? Okay, so that was move. Explore. Stone. Great.
Well, you know where the other 2 creatures are, though.
Okay, and then I'll just
Yep.
heal myself. There we go.
Well, we'll have to take a risk on the reds because we can't reach the greens. So, I will move to there and explore.
And it's a creature! You need to kill it!
With 1.5 players' actions left,
Okay, so I'm gonna get
and one of them's the healer.
this one. So this is the green here, which is this beautiful guy here.
Okay.
So that's where you're fighting against.
Right, the healers just wandered in and gone, what's this roll?
So this one will give you 1 medium ability coming from the cell, and it will give you 3 easy abilities coming from the stat bar. So if you want to draw them, feel free to. So it's 3 of that one and 1 out of the purple.
Okay.
What do we have? Nice.
Grab, move,
And firebolt. So shall explain them to you in a second. And now 1 medium ability.
Seems there's Fire Nation attacking today.
This is going to be fun because a medium ability is basically
Fireball,
2 in 1.
all, and move.
Yes. So the good thing is move stacks up again. So basically, yeah, you lost one of the move, and then the other ones happen as usual. So this creature is going to heal himself by 2 if you haven't killed it. It's going to attack priority target by 2. It's going to attack area in your range by 2, and he has a range of 2. He also has 15 health.
50.
I think we know where this is going.
Well, can try. I had a really cool group yesterday that they were like, "There's no way," and I was like, "Just try a quest." They got the one that they needed to get an extra stat. It was their last round, and they did 1. So there's always a way. You just have not to lose hope. And now I'm going to explain this one. So again, they happen in numerical order. So it's going to be that, and move will happen last after grab. So it's just a little bit of an awkward display. So it's going to be Firebolt again. It's a weak fire token into the priority target. Fireball hole. Everyone in range gets a weak fire thrown into them as well. So yeah, the priority target was going to take 2 damage straight away from that. It's going to get a grab, which pulls the priority target into his style, and it's going to have a move, which means that it's going to draw 1 movement card and move around the board. So this is one of the creatures that, like I was explaining before, that does move around the board. So yeah, that's what you need to kill in 2 turns.
And then, as well as all that, it's going to do the 2 attack and the 2 attack all.
For everyone. Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So I have 2 actions left. I might as well attack pointlessly, doing 2 damage.
Yep.
So at least we won't be dying having not done anything to him.
Right, well, I can do it 2 attacks to put it down by 4. So each of my attacks is 2. And then run away. I mean, I guess I could take a quest. I don't. really see that that's going to help us much. Or I could drop.
I mean, unless you can kill it with your 2 remaining actions,
Yeah, well,
we're going to lose the hope and finish the game.
that's my attack's done, so there's nothing else I can do. Unless there are any quests that insta-kill the only thing on the map for 1 wood. Which seems likely.
It's like a gamble.
Oh, you can see.
Yeah.
The questions. You never know.
So I'll, in fact, if we could have a lot more woods, I'll have my worker drop off some wood quietly while I'm out dying. So now we have 4 wood, and I'll interact to get another quest, because why not? It is wood related. Unfortunately, it needs a lot more wood. Is this actually a real life? So dexterity, it says to stack 10 wood vertically using only 1 hand.
Wow.
If it falls, you fail.
So that's
It's not
a
gonna be
good
enough,
way
though.
to go down with. So welcome to our dexterity quests.
I could level
Where-
this up if I can stack 14.
3. So this is 10. So you have to choose now. Actually, are you going for 10 or 14?
I'll go big or go home.
Go big, yeah.
So I'll try for 14.
Make sure you got good flat surface.
Yes. Do not touch the
So
table.
it's stacked on end like that.
Yes, with 1 hand.
Yeah. Great. We won't be here.
I have to say I've never managed to do more than 7, but Frank has
Oh,
managed
you
to
tell
do
me that
14 10 times in a row.
Wow.
So it is possible. And 10 is very likely. I'm really bad at stacking.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
That
another
one's
thing is that
wonky,
some
though.
of them are wonky.
Yeah, I need another wonky one to send it back.
That's one for the end.
Can't really tell how wonky they are.
Stand them on this.
That feels like a
Easier
big
to tell.
fat cheese. One's maybe a bit more. No, it's not. That one looks wobbly. Oh, I'm just gonna go for
Science
it.
for this. If you get a wonky one and get him to lean the other way,
Well, that's what I was looking for, but it's really hard to tell which ones are wonky. It's not gonna work. No.
I did say. But yeah, so you're done with your turns, aren't you? So we resolved the story. It has been completed. Time tracker goes down. We lose 1 hope.
Mid battle. Hold on a minute.